Well, folks, we're back. It's another edition of the CFT for College Football 25. I am that other guy alongside Brownsville Gamer.
Thank you very much, and welcome to another exciting edition of the CFT. This time, it's Ole Miss taking on Troy University. What do you got to say about this game today?
Well, after a pretty disappointing loss Ole Miss suffered from their last game, well, hopefully that they can bounce back. I mean, it is Troy. They're unranked. I mean, Troy's not really known for their football as much.
I wouldn't go that far to say. I mean, they're a mid-major program, and like all the other teams in the tournament, they worked their way up here, and they're going up against on paper, a really good program, top 5 program, but they had a pretty tough loss. They lost to Oregon State in the first game, 38-25, and Ole Miss is going to go for it. Number 45 going for the first down of the game.
What do you think Troy has to do to combat? What do you think they need to do what the last team did?
Well, look, in this particular game, it's all about getting Ole Miss frustrated early. And it's all about making sure that the quarterback, number 2, Dart, is able to, not get those easy passes off. If they're able to offset that and make some key plays on the offense, they should have a good fighting chance to go up against Ole Miss. Will they win the game? I don't know.
Well, let's see. They do get the first down there. They keep the chains moving. It is now 1st and 10. And what does Ole Miss have to do to get that out the system from their last game, even though they came off a tough loss?
Look, Dart has demonstrated that he can be able to throw it out there when he needs to. We've seen some big throws from him. But he has to stay composed because in third-round situations, things like that can happen.
Let's see what they do
Tries to throw deep and couldn't get it done. This is a field goal attempt. It's going to be about 40 yards. And it's going to make...
He just ran out of gas.
It ran out of gas. And unfortunately, number 41 could not get it done. Let's see it again. I mean, it looked like it made the distance, but it just fell so short. And now the ball goes to the Trojans of Troy. Number 3, he's going to run it, and he's not going to get many yards there. Only 1, so it's 2nd and 9.
So all that extra stuff for 1 yard is crazy.
Well, we're going to look at this new view on the defense, and the halfback, he is jetting into another first down. Now at the 43 on their side of the fence. They're going to try to see if they can go for another first down. Number 3 is going to hold on to the ball, only gets a gain of 1. He's going to throw it out, but looked frustrated. The pressure was too much for him. And now with a 3rd down situation, it looks like he tries to throw it off and gets it to the halfback.
Ole Miss defense actually showed up today, and they get a first 3 and out.
And so here we are. It goes back to Ole Miss. And with Ole Miss, here's the thing. Do you think that Ole Miss just had a really rough first game and we should just treat that as I don't want to say a fluke, but something not really to worry about?
I believe so. I mean, like you said, they're a top 5 team in the country. They almost came back, but it was too little too late. I believe they should bounce back in this game, get good looks, run the ball, and get the ball.
Speaking about good looks, he couldn't find one.
He should have just threw it away.
And with that, it goes back, and number 7 is going to receive. Tries to spin it off, but couldn't go anywhere.
It's
going to be on the 43 on the Trojan side of the field. And that could have been a pick, but it was swatted away. 2nd and 10.
Ole Miss defense is actually showing up today, something they didn't do last game. And they got to the quarterback. Once again, what do you think about Ole Miss pressuring the quarterback?
I like it. I like what I'm seeing. It's forcing the quarterback to get some bad looks. But number 5 was able to get it, and he might make the distance. He's going for it. That's a touchdown for the Trojans.
I kind of spoke too soon, and they just gave up a score. But it's still early. It's only the first quarter.
Oh, look. I mean, Ole Miss, I'm going to stick up for them, right? They didn't have a strong game against Oregon State. But this is a SEC team that can demonstrate at any moment's notice, if they get into a groove of things on the offense, they're going to become a pretty tough team to beat. And right there, it's going to be at the 15 by number 11.
What was that about? I don't know what he was spending for, but he just ran straight.
Looks like it's going to go to number 45. He's going to run it. He's curling in, and he's going to try to go for 5. Actually gets about 2 more, so for 7 yards.
Rushing back on the field, no huddle.
They're going to try to see if they can change the tempo, force the defense to really go off their balance. Number 2 is going to step back. Let's see if he's going to try to make some momentum. And it looks like he will for the first down. So now 1st and 10 on the 34. 45 is going to try to go and doesn't make much distance for 2 yards. Goes back to 45 up the middle, and he's going to get some distance for a first down for the Rebels.
I can see here they're trusting their running game, mixing it up, but they're mostly staying on the ground. What do you think about that?
Well, look, we are about to go into the first quarter in the books, and Ole Miss is only down by a possession. So I won't get too nervous because they are trailing. But, I mean, this is Troy, like you said. They shouldn't be in this position to begin with, right?
He shouldn't even be here. I'm surprised they even made the tournament.
I mean, Ole Miss, if your defense is as strong as it is, show up on the next drive. But right now, it's the offense we should be talking about. And 25 is going to go up the middle.
Gets another first.
And gets another first down. And now, shifting things up, moving into a relatively turbo-style type no-huddle. And right now, it's going to go up to 25.
And he gets about 4, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think that the guards, they let him off early on that one. Instead of that, that's just a gain of 1. They're at the Troy's 30.
And
couldn't get it. It was a bit too much. May have to settle for the field goal.
If he can make it this time.
This is like what?
Oh my goodness! It's wide to the left.
It is wide left. And look, I was gonna say this was a chip shot, but maybe I should have just held my tongue even sooner. They couldn't get that in.
This is their second drive. They come away with no points. That's not good.
Look, if you're Ole Miss, regardless if it's not going to be for 6, when you're at field position for a field goal, those are just things you have to get done and make it
had one job, and
well, that's going to be a nice play by the safety, and that's going to go to 3rd and 11.
Let's see if Ole Miss can get them back off the field again. And
look at that rush. Look at that rush. They were able to get it out just in time. Number 3 juking it and scores another first down for the Trojans. Back to number 3 and swatting them off like flies for another first down.
What is going on? Ole Miss, they was doing great defensively, and now they just Ole Miss is just, I mean, Troy's having their way with them offensively.
Number 7 goes for 4 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 42. Number 3 is going to go, gets the first down.
Oh,
and he's going to make the distance. That's another Trojans touchdown. And the home field is excited because now they're noticing that they could potentially put this big giant to sleep early.
Let's not say that, but it's not looking good.
I don't know. If you're looking at this, you are going to be nervous if you are a fan of the Rebels because now they're going to have to try to come with a 2-possession deficit and make something happen. Number 45 is going to hold on to it, and it looks like the whole line was going for it, and look at that. This is not the type of injury you want to see, especially when it's from your QB1.
Well, like I said, anything is better than that other team that I will not mention.
So here we go. Dart still holds on. He's still there.
Gets the first.
Gets it. And no,
he dropped it.
It's not complete. And I meant the halfback. Number 45 is injured, not Dart. Number 2. He is going to stay in the game. And he tries to scan the field. It's going deep. Doesn't get the connection. And I wonder if number 11 was looking for a flag.
I don't know. I guess so.
I guess it wasn't so. Number 7 is going to signal for a... Actually, it's going to be right there at the 39.
It's 1st and 10 with 2:25 left.
Number 3, we're seeing a lot of him. He's just keep running up the middle. That was for 7.
Gets another first.
Gains another 5, and that's going to be a first at the 47. And if I'm Troy, I'm looking at number 3 constantly. But look at that play action. Boom! That's going to be a first down for the Trojans, and they're at the 25.
See what they do here, and
that's going to be another reception, and again another touchdown for the Trojans. 3 consecutive touchdowns. This is not looking good for Ole Miss.
This team.
I mean,
it's the 5th ranked. You sure this is the 5th ranked team? You sure that's not a glitch? You sure
again, maybe they're Oh my goodness!
Gee.
What the hell was that? What? And they're going for it. At least Ole Miss was able to try to see if they can go for it again. And they're going to do it with no, they're going to stop them again at the 1. It's 3rd and 1. Can they get another stop with about a minute to go in the first half? Gets it to number 3, and they just couldn't stop it. Another Trojans touchdown. This time they run it in. This is the 4th touchdown that we've seen within one half of gameplay.
This Ole Miss team is starting to remind me of that other team.
Okay, I figured that, I was a gambling man. I figured that maybe at least the first 15 minutes you wouldn't talk about it. But I guess we are now, 10 minutes into this, and it's only appropriate when you're down by 4 possessions. We're seeing a trend. We're seeing something that we might have seen before in the CFT series. And thank you. At least the Rebels can get that. That's going to be a first down.
Is that a touchdown?
Not a touchdown, but a first down. This could be a touchdown, and it will.
Wow, I did not expect that.
That's going to be a touchdown.
And he caught that in double
Number
coverage?
9, near triple coverage, but yes, that's a touchdown.
Where was this
Rebels.
at all half?
This is why I said let them
Let's
cook.
look at this again.
Trey Harris, the wide receiver number 9, was able to pick it out in the air in double coverage, and now it looks like there's going to be a review. We're going to check to see if he was in bounds, and it looks like to me he was, and it's going to count for a touchdown plus the single extra point, and a 3-play 74-yard drive. Maybe this can be a comeback for the Rebels.
I mean, it's still going to be going down big going into the half, but at least they scored some points.
All we know is that it's the Rebels' ball with 39 seconds, 16 at the 16-yard line. Number 14 gets the ball. That's going to be a timeout, gain of 6. And we're going to our first timeout called by the Trojans, 2nd and 4 at the 22. I hope that they don't try to throw it deep and try to run up the score. As he steps back, he's going to go for a mid-range pass that's going to be good enough for the first down. Another timeout called by Troy.
They got 1 left, 28 seconds left, and
wham! Right there.
Oh wow!
I was about to say maybe it's about to turn on the afterburners and just cruise into another touchdown, but at least they were able to contain it. Now at their 37, 1st and 10, 20 seconds left. Steps back, another mid-range pass to number 8, and that's going to be a first down. Could they get something in before the time runs out? He gets it, and that's going to be a stopped clock moment. They're going to kick it at the 20 with 3 seconds to go with the chip shot. That's going to be 3 for Troy.
And that's going to end the half, and now Troy is leading 31-7.
I mean, if you are the coach of Ole Miss, what do you think the coach is thinking about right at this moment?
Can y'all score some points? I mean, this is not Fresno State. Play like you're not Fresno State. You're the top 5th team in the country.
I mean,
play like it.
Look at this halfback. Damian Taylor, the halfback number 3, 11 attempts for 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, sure, he's going for about 8 yards of possession, but he got 2 touchdowns.
You're not Fresno State. Play like you're not Fresno State. We witnessed a team go 0-5 in the last tournament. If Ole Miss loses this game, they're going to their next game down 0-3.
So you know what? Now that we're at the halftime, let me push this very important question. What do you want to see from a top 5 program going into the second half?
Play like your top 5 program. It's self-explanatory.
Well, let's see what happens here, starting at the 25. And it looks like it's going to go for a running play. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10. And here, let's see if they can try to shut them down. Ole Miss tried to shut them down early on that, but no, it's too deep. It is caught, and that's another touchdown by the Trojans. They're just flaring it up in the air.
I have nothing to say. It's 38-7.
2-play 70-yard or 75-yard drive in under 30 seconds.
I don't have any words.
Number 24, he's going to take it from the 1, tries to see if he can go to the 20, and he's just 1 yard short of that. He's going to start at the 19.
First and 10.
Man in motion. Gets it, fakes it.
Throws it
And
deep.
it's going to throw it deep, but that's just way too much traffic there.
I mean, what else they going to do? They're down, 4 possessions?
I mean, we just don't forget the fundamentals, though. I mean, if you have that
What
many
fundamentals? They're down 38%.
with that many defenders, I mean, I don't know. 3rd and 5, that should have been caught, but couldn't get it done, and that's going to be a wasted possession. Goes back with the fair catch, and they're going to start at the half 50-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
And right here, he's going to throw it to the side off a slant, and right there, that's going to be at least 20 yards.
What you were saying about fundamentals?
16 at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. This looks like an easy pass, and that, I have to say, yet again, is another Trojans touchdown.
What you were saying about fundamentals?
We're not seeing it because now it is 44-7. Now, look, if you want to turn off the game right now, if you want to just say, you know what, BVG dude, I'm done. I've seen enough. I can't blame you. But guess what? That other guy and I, we can't afford to just leave the set.
I can. I don't want to watch this.
Why you got to leave me by myself?
Do you see the score? The game is over.
Right, but I'm not going to want to do the commentary by myself.
What's wrong with that? I've seen plenty of them do it.
Oh, so you get a pass, and I have to sit here and do the rest of the... There's
You're the lead
3:16
play-by-play
left.
guy. You're the lead play-by-play. I'm just doing color.
That is not fair that I have to do color and everything in between.
You don't have to do color. Just call the plays. What's the call?
Come on.
The game is
Come
over.
on. People deserve context to what they're seeing. Now, at just another...
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What is context when it's 45-7? It's a blowout.
It is a blowout, but we could see an Ole Miss go out with some dignity.
Have you seen that in this so far?
It's still the 3rd quarter, and right
it's
now...
45-7.
And it's 39 at the 40. Let's see if they can try to capitalize with a 9-yard gain. It looks
Unless Troy gives us the ultimate
number 2's going to go for the
job,
short pass, and couldn't get it done there, and that's going to be...
and they got to go for it. They don't got no choice.
Why not? And they're going to try to see...
And he gets sacked.
Couldn't get it off.
What you say about that comeback?
Dart got darted, and now...
Dart needs to be benched.
You know what? Now that you say that, if you're down by this many possessions, why the hell don't we see the second line?
I mean, at this point,
Where's the second team? I would be testing out my freshman who just needs some time to shine, give them a chance to play, because the first string can't do anything here, and it's another touchdown. It's 51-7.
is there a mercy rule in football?
Well, maybe the CFT should implement it, because this right here, let me remind you, for teams to qualify to the top 8, you need to score points. You can't just win games. And right now, that's what Troy is doing. They're going to do both. They're going to win this game, and they're going...
How do you say it was going to be a comeback? What happened to that? Now you're always saying that Troy's going to win the game.
As of now, they are losing. If radical shifts occur in the next 7
I know this man's not going for a
to 8 minutes,
pass.
it's going to be a big, massive change that we've never seen before. Number 2 gets it to the 11.
Did he just try a jet touch?
He tries to do a run action pass, but
A jet touch pass? We get down 52-7?
when you're trying to do an RPO, you're going to experiment. And there
Experiment throwing it to the other team?
throws it out to the field, actually.
And they gave up the ball.
And with that, it's 1st and 10 to Troy, and with excellent field position, they're going to be at the 8. 2nd and 2.
They can moonwalk to the end zone. And that's exactly... And they get another first.
They're going to go for another first. They're at the 4. 1st and goal. They just need to just walk it in. And it looks like number 3 will probably not do it in this play. But maybe this one might be the dagger. 2nd and goal.
Might be the dagger?
Let's see if the blitz comes through. Does not.
This man said
It does, actually. It's going to stop it there.
This
3rd
man
and
said
goal.
Might be the dagger. Do you see... Are you looking at the same score I'm looking at?
All I'm saying is momentum shifts can come at any time. I just hope it came here.
What you were saying?
Instead, it was another Trojans touchdown this time by number 5.
What the hell is he talking about momentum shift? It is 58-7.
Look, Are you the press? Are you the coach? You're just doing the analysis. Like, look, it's obvious that it is a blowout. For you to bust a vessel over the obvious is something we don't need to waste sweat over. But what we should be doing is first acknowledging the top 8 after round 1 of the tournament. Miami of Florida is number 1, Texas is 2, LSU is 3rd, Washington's 4th, leading the top 4, Oregon State 5th, Michigan is 6th, Alabama 7th, and Georgia running up the top 8.
Cool.
We can talk about that if that interests you.
I mean, you just did, so.
I mean, let's talk more about it, apparently. It's not like you give a damn about the game. So, hey, what do you think are going to be the early favorites breaking out of this top 8? If the tournament ended here and you had these 8 teams, who do you think is going to be the top running team?
I want to say Texas.
Look, Texas has always been a favorite, program of mine.
Oh, exactly.
But Miami, they could be the team to beat. If you watch their first game in the tournament, I know it's not recorded on the channel. I mean, they're showing why they belong. And if you want to look at who belongs here, it's obviously Troy. They're taking it to the house here. And if you're Ole Miss and you're going for it on 4th and 23, you have to ask yourself, how did I get here?
Look, they got it.
And it is a first down, something I rarely have mentioned in this game for the Rebels. 1st and 10 at the 28. And it looks like he's going to step back, curls to the left, gets the ball out, and that should have been received. Like, that should have been a catch right there if he would have went for it.
They just want to go home. It's over.
Well, look, you don't check out when there's still time on the clock. All right,
it's 59-7.
And they're still on the field.
And they just gave up a ball.
And on the field, they go away because that turnover means it's another possession to Troy. And number 2, just shaking his head. Again, if I'm the coach of the Rebels, my entire first line personnel, all of you, are just going to sit in the bench. Like, you're just going to watch and see what the hell is football and let them contemplate of their poor decision-making in this game. Number 9, the quarterback is even going for it and tries to shave off 8 yards. If I was the
coach, I am revoking all your scholarships.
Well, you're telling them to go to the transfer portal after round 1?
No, you need to go back up those fries, sir, because you don't need to be on the field.
Wow. Well, look, they got the ball. They're going to try to get it into the first down area and couldn't even stay in. So that's 2nd and 10. Well, why waste one, right? Here we are, 2nd and 10. Number 8's going to hold on to it. Doesn't go much, and that's just a yard gain.
Just like the whole game. Not much.
3rd and long, goes back, steps back.
That should be interception.
Shuffling's a bit. And look, 1-to-1, couldn't get it done. And that's going to be a 3 and out again.
I was going for a fake punt. Might as well. What else you going to do?
There is a flag. I wonder if it was some sort of...
Wait, did they hit the kicker? I think they hit the kicker.
Jesus.
Yep, roughing the kicker.
Why are you roughing the kicker? Why are we so excited for what?
Because
you gave them a first down instead?
They're like, fuck it, they feel bad for them.
All right, so now Ole Miss with some revitalized momentum, at least for 5 seconds. It's 2nd and 11.
They didn't go anywhere. They lost yards.
And it looks like they could be moving forward, and they will for the first down.
No, they
near the halfway 50-yard. They're at the 48.
40 point.
And boom, another sack, and that's going to be a loss of 7.
They need like a 40-point game breaker, right?
Here we go now. Not even a 41. That's going to, if you do the math there, that's a 52-point deficit.
Oh.
And so, here we are.
A 52-point game breaker?
I mean, it'll be the game breaker of all game breakers if it actually happens. But let's see how much they can trim the fat by in terms of the deficit. They're going to go for it, obviously. Why not? And if I was the Rebels, I'm looking at 24 as the primary. And he's just tucked up in coverage. But number 8 is going to get it for the first down. That puts them at the 14-yard line.
Why are you so excited? This game is over.
Because, look, you got to celebrate the little moments. Obviously, they're not winning this game. I don't think we need to debate that.
They need to celebrate working at Jiffy Lube.
Well, look, they're college students. This is not Madden. And... more importantly, let them celebrate a bit. They're on the road. They're not winning this game. We get it. It's a 10-play, 80-yard drive. Mm-hmm. And they managed to, sneak in 6. Give them a little bit. But number 7, he's going for at least 35 yards.
Give him a little bit.
In that
gave
kickoff.
up a damn kick.
Number 3, he's going to go for more, maybe half of that. No, instead goes for 3 yards, and we're at the 2-minute warning.
He's turning to Fresno State, I'm telling you. They're turning into Fresno State. And this is even worse because they're a top 5 team. Oh, my Lord. Jeez.
I go for a drink, and then number 3 goes for a touchdown.
He juked the whole goddamn... Bag up the fries, sir. Bag up the fries. Just brag it up.
It is 66 now to 14 with under 2 minutes to go in the game.
What's the point differential?
Too damn much to care. I have.
Wait, what happened to doing the job?
I am because I'm going to read this on my note sheet.
Okay.
I was supposed to ask you this at the top of the fourth quarter, but hell, why the hell not now? Why are we where we are with Ole Miss? I mean, we have the time to talk about it. Why are we here?
Because the spirit at Fresno State has possessed this entire team, and they are making a play in, I don't know. It's 3rd and inches.
My second question, I don't even think this question is worth it. Why the hell did I type this before? Can they recover if they're down by a lot? I wrote this as a just in case, like what happens if they shit the bed? I mean, we already know the answer. So let's go to the 3rd and final one. I feel like we've been alluding this all night. Are they the next Fresno State? With 49 seconds to go in the game, can you answer that question?
Do you see the score? This is worse than Fresno State, because at least Fresno State wasn't ranked.
Well, that's number 1. And number 2, did they lose by this much?
No. Fresno State did get blown up, but not like this.
They are down by 52.
And
there's a
flag.
flag on the play. I think it might be against Ole Miss. And, yep, it seems to me that it's going to go actually against Troy.
And Troy gets the ball. They're just going to run the clock out.
And here we go. 6 seconds, final play of the game. I don't know why the hell they didn't go for a knee, but apparently there's a flag.
Because the Ole Miss was on the other side.
Why are you going offside?
He was probably drinking on the sideline.
It's encroachment, actually. And that's going to be 5 yards, but who the hell kicked time out? Really, Ole Miss? All right, this is going to be the final play. It should be a kneel. And it's not. The Rebels have just given up all hope.
He's got to be drunk.
Including...
He doesn't know where they just took a knee, so screw it.
Everybody, if you are watching this travesty of a game, you have to say to yourself, why did I make it to the end of this video? Great job to Troy, especially quarterback number 9. He's player of the game with 6 touchdowns, 345 pass yards, with a whopping 76% completion rate.
Well, for all of us here, this is that other guy alongside Brownsville Gamer. Forget this game existed. We'll see you on the next one.
Actually, don't. And while you're at it, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And
no, seriously, just forget this game existed.
You're in the SEC. Act like you know.